I think I might have found a solution to get rid of these.
When your grip is starting to slip, handling nail clippers can be tough. Clip too closely and ouch! Introducing the amazing new Roto Clipper, the fast, easy way to trim and file your nails at the same time. Just push the button and insert your nail. In seconds, you have a perfectly trimmed nail. Just like an electric emery board, it precisely files each nail for a salon.
So as I mentioned, I might have found the replacement for these in the form of the Roto Clipper, a mechanical device that goes through and clips your nails, kind of like the one for your pets. So it does take 2 AA batteries. It does have a sharp, which you can't really feel, to be honest with you. There's no way to really cut yourself on this that I've come to find out. I'm sure someone has or will, at that matter. Does just turn right on. Super nice. And it does have a light. As soon as you turn it on, that light does come right on there, which is pretty neat. Now, one of the things about this is when you first start taking it out of the package, which I love the packaging that these things come in, you pull the packaging right off. Trust me, these things are a godsend when it comes to taking apart plastic. Anyway, regardless, there is a stop read instructions on the back that they do say to soak your nails for 30 seconds or right after you get out of the shower. And it says move the unit around the nail left to right so you can actually go through and trim and file it. Okay, cool. So I kind of started thinking it once I was trying to find batteries for this, because finding AA batteries is not easy in my house. I'm sure a lot of you have the same problem. I usually have to go through and buy some. Regardless, as I was thinking about water and dipping my nails into, why do I need to use water to, I guess, use this device? Well, my assumption is you do have to soften the nail. They don't want you dulling out the sharp tool that is on here, so instead of dulling that out, wet your nails. Keep your nails wet so they are a little more pliable, so when you go through and cut it, they don't have any problems. Okay, I get that, but I don't have to do that with a pair of these. So why do I still want to buy one of these? Go use it. That's one of the biggest things I have to say. So when I went through and I used it, I was clipping my nails. I didn't realize, I was trying to figure out why it wasn't really trimming my nails, because it was taking forever, until I read the top part where one says file and one says trim. Okay, so I want to trim the nail and I want to file the nail. So I want to file however I want to do it first. It seems that the file, I'm going to go through, trim a lot of the nail off, and then trim is where I'll go through and trim off all of the end pieces that the file creates. Alright, now I really found it. Now I really went through, I went and did all of my nails, and I figured out, if I can do my nails, can I do my toes? I don't have any video. I promise you I did not do any video of my toes, but yes, it does work for your toes. So there's only one thing about that when you go through and do a nail that is thicker. Same thing with your thumb. Your thumbnail is a little bit thicker than all of your other fingers. Your toes, on the other hand, are a whole different story because they're way thicker. At least mine are anyway. At that point, well, when you soften the nail, it takes that thicker nail, or your thumbnail, and allows it to go through and be able to cut it. Because if you don't have it softened, you can feel a little bit of almost, not a tear, but kind of almost a pulling sensation that you would get from here. And it's kind of unpleasant. It really does cut you off guard. So I would advise you to go through and do it after you get out of the shower, or maybe wet your nails, or keep them wet for a little bit, then dry them, and then go through and use this. The light, on the other hand, that comes on this, I don't know why it's on the trim side. I would like it to be on the file side as well. So I'm not very sure why it is only on one side. Plus the button, it has an extra little button on there. Still haven't figured that out yet. So when you move it up, there's nothing extra about the little button. So it doesn't make any sense to me. But it's there regardless. So you do get a little brush to go through and clean the inside of this out. On the other hand, I thought it wasn't going to really take a lot off. And after I did everything, I'm like, okay, you know, my nails look pretty good, but I don't feel that I really trimmed down my nails a lot until I opened it. So much came out of here, it was not even funny. And it's such a fine powder that's almost like flour at that point. It gets everywhere, so make sure you're doing it over your trash or your sink or toilet or somewhere that you can dispose of it very easy, or outside at that matter. So yeah, go through clean this and make sure you're putting it in the right place. What would I say about this? Okay, after the difference between these and this, there is a little bit of a difference. So these, it does require me to have almost 2 tools. I have to go through, clip my nails, and then I have to go through and file them to make sure that they are rounded and everything else. I don't have to make sure that they are rounded with the Roto Clipper. So I just use the file end, file it on each side or around my nail. Then you get this little rough patch on top. Then you use the trim and you just kind of trim around it. And you don't have to worry about making your nails not looking square and making sure that they are round, because I always have that problem with these. I don't know if anyone else. I mean, I am a guy. I'm probably using everything completely wrong. So yeah, but regardless, this does work a little bit better than these. It's just a little more time consuming. Or is this time consuming? I kind of haven't really figured out which one is more time consuming at that point. But my goal is on this, I would definitely recommend this. Definitely works really well, I would imagine, with children. And I'd imagine the pet version would really work a lot for pets. Or someone who doesn't really like cutting their nails a lot. At that point, I mean, I'm a nail biter. I try to stop. But using this will actually kind of stop me at that point if I go through and do it. Because it's kind of like weirdly satisfying by using this thing. I can't figure out why, but it really is. So it might stop me at that point. But it also is great for someone who doesn't like cutting their nails, as well as children at that point, to use. So, do I recommend this? Yeah, I would definitely recommend this. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you go through and you hit that subscribe button to keep you in the loop for the next video. Also, if you like my video, make sure you hit that like button. If you don't like it, hit the down like. Go through and put a comment. If you've used this before, or if you've used the pet version, I would go through and do a video of the pet, but unfortunately I don't have one, so I might have to borrow someone's pet to use the pet if they allow me. But give me your view. What is your opinion on this device? Have you tried it before? Have you tried the pet version? And what do you think? So go through, put that in a comment, go through, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.